Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. This week's video is just going to be focused around my first ever time doing any form of raids content. This was with a viewer, good old Marty. He commented on a video a couple weeks back and he kindly said he'd take me through my first sort of TOA. I watched a bunch of guides on what I was supposed to be doing and I just still completely fell apart during this. With my stats, we sort of spoke about doing a 150 because I should be able to handle that sort of thing. But, well, as you'll see from most of the following clips, I seem to just struggle with mostly the basics of these because maybe like the bosses I've seen on videos and stuff like that. But yeah, in terms of like switching prayers and doing different things, I just could not handle these bosses. So going down at first to Zebek. So unfortunately Marty did have to carry me through most of the bosses, which is a little bit disheartening as I was really looking forward to pushing out this sort of content and trying it. But maybe I will just step it back, start off with some entry-level raids with sort of no invocations on, and then sort of build it up once I'm sort of used to the mechanics. But you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. Still got that first KC out of the way, so I'm pretty pleased with it. So now up the second boss we went into was Kefri. I have no idea on what the invocations were that were put on, by the way. Maybe if Marty does watch this and feels kindly enough to comment, he can comment what they were. But yeah, that's the only boss there that, you know, good old Kefri that I actually managed to kill and stay alive. So a little bit of a spoiler for what's coming up ahead. Some of these I felt like I did better than others, like Zebak. I think it was just the prayer switching there that I failed the mechanics of. I sort of understood, you know, with the poison and making sure that you get underneath. Akka, I know obviously you have to step on all the different segments of the floor, avoid all of this in the come phase. But it was mostly, obviously, I'm just not familiar with the butterfly technique that I believe Marty was trying there and fucked up and died. So, Barbar, now, I know all about the mechanics of Barbar, you know, red Xing and what you're supposed to do and doing this and doing that, but I messed up on the boulder roll. So, I don't know, this is a common way for people to die, but yeah, I managed to pull it, and then, yeah, then I got hit and just killed. I didn't even go splat. I just screwed up and got rolled over. So, again, Marty had to just carry me through. Great guy, very patient with me, especially throughout the puzzle rooms, which obviously I'm not showing here, but yeah, he's very patient and very helpful, and I'd love to run some more, you know, raids with him, whatever content, and same with anybody else that's watching. If they want to run through stuff, even if it's mass cocks, like, I don't care. Like, yeah, it's just for a bit of fun. Like, I'd just love to just be starting to do this sort of content. Unfortunately, I didn't know that if you die at this part of the final boss, you don't get to obviously fight in the final phase. So I screwed up, got caught in the prison, and then tanked a hit on the incorrect prayer and ended up just dying, and then had to obviously just sit out and watch for the final fight, which is a little bit annoying. There's a lot more mechanics in there than maybe I realized at that second to last stage. Felt that maybe I should have been a bit more aware of that, but yeah, I for whatever reason wasn't and screwed it up. So Marty had to carry us through again on that, and then he amazingly carried us through right on the final phase, you know, pulling out his bofa. So you know, do need to obviously focus up myself, get that, and that should make things like this a lot easier. But I did manage to pull out getting a couple of the combat tasks, obviously completing a bunch of the novice Tomb Explorer ones where obviously I'm completing it at a certain invocation level. Got myself a PB of 51 minutes, basically. It's really bad. Unfortunately, something I did not know, that there is a fixed reward if you finish below a certain amount of points. Me finishing at 1300 points is below that average, which meant that although the TOA points unique calculator calculated I did have a chance at some kind of reward, I am not entitled to a reward, and I was only entitled to this one very unique drop to TOA, which is a little bit disappointing. Very funny drop, but it is what it is. A bit of fossilized dung. So basically telling me I am just a load of crap at doing this sort of content, which, you know, I don't disagree with. I definitely need to brush up on all the knowledge from all the videos that I did watch, and then go back and try maybe on a lower invocation and try, you know, as Marty sort of advises, a few run throughs, maybe 10 or so, and then hopefully it'll be a bit easier. But yeah, I'm going to hopefully move forward doing things like that. And yeah, the next sort of major raid that I do want to do a run through of at least is Cox, and that would be just so I can get the Elite Diary finished, because obviously that is an Elite Diary step that I have not done, and I've never done that sort of raiding content before. So any form of massing or anything like that, just to get me through 1 KC, I'm happy with. This also completed the mini quest or whatever it is for the tombs, where you actually go and do it and you get an XP lamp. So I just pumped that into defense. I thought I may be able to put it into prayer, but turns out I couldn't. So I think it was like 50k XP. I just pumped that into defense so that gets me 1 step closer to the 99 of the final melee stat. So yeah, not bad. I managed to obviously pull out different gear switches and try the different things. So yeah, and recently released was a new quest, Children of the Sun, which is obviously the new starter for the new area, Varlamore. So got that completed just so that it's done, so that all of my quests are now redone again, 301 quest points. So yeah, not a very hard quest. I would just advise anybody just to do it if they need quest points or whatever. It's very, very easy. There's no rewards. Just crack on and do it. It's just literally running around Varrock. So yeah. But for now, that's going to be it from this one. I know TOA is a bit boring content, but I will be trying to feature a bit more of it. But for now, that's going to be it for this episode. Until next time.